guess I better get at least one more of these out this year.
Running from 2000 to 2003 on Disney Channel, Even Stevens followed the Stevens family, mostly focusing on the two younger siblings, Ren and Louis, and their opposing personalities. This is one of my favorite Disney sitcoms. It was funny, but managed some decent drama, and the cast was great. Shia LaBeouf and Christy Carlson Romano had great chemistry, and you believe their rivalry. I've talked about this show a few times before, and it's always been in a positive way, because there really aren't that many duds. I guess your toast isn't that great, but given that it's the holiday season, I say we look at their holiday episode, Heck of a Hanukkah. You may notice there aren't that many Hanukkah episodes in TV shows, so this actually had the chance to introduce a not often celebrated holiday to an entire generation of kids.
But unfortunately, it doesn't do a very good job in actually showcasing the holiday, and even as just an average Even Stevens episode, it's kinda meh. So, this is the Season 1 episode, Heck of a Hanukkah.
So we begin with Ren, for some reason in slightly fast motion, hearing some rumbling in her closet. It turns out to be Louis looking for the Hanukkah presents.
We get one gift for each night of Hanukkah. There are 3 of us and 8 nights. So that makes... Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Louis isn't that dumb.
Louis accidentally makes a mess of Ren's room and she chases him in fast motion into Donnie's room. Ren finds him and... just watch.
You saw it too, right?
He deliberately knocked them over, like he had to put effort into hitting them. He runs downstairs in super fast motion as he continues his search with a joke that's almost funny. He sees a note asking him to clean out a trunk, which he originally scoffs at, but then realizes... You know, parents, you could've just bought a safe. Upstairs, Ren asks Mom to tell them the story of Hanukkah. Excellent, some history.
A long time ago, your ancient ancestors were being persecuted by a group of oppressors who were trying to get the Jewish people to give up their religious beliefs. But a small army called the Maccabees decided to fight back. You know, Louis should really be here. He loves this story.
Well, that was worth it.
Okay, we do get a little bit more, spliced in with Louis sneaking all the presents upstairs to his room. Why all of the presents instead of just the ones for him? I don't know. I guess it's possible they didn't label them, but that would be pretty dumb. But when he hears his dad coming up, he wraps all the gifts into sheets in super fast mo and hangs them out the window. And as you can guess, they fall to the ground, destroying everyone's gifts. Time for the mean shit.
You've been trying to sneak a peek at those gifts all week.
I don't get it. I'm a good person. I respect my family, and I call my grandparents once a week. What did I do to deserve a brother like him?
Is this gonna happen again next week when my cousins are here to celebrate Christmas with us?
Well, see, that depends. Are they gonna bring presents?
Enough. You are grounded for Hanukkah.
You know, this is all so contrived that I really don't feel bad for any of them.
I don't belong in this family. They'd be better if I was never born.
Wait, we're really doing this?
Suddenly an angel appears, an old woman named Bubby Rose, who happens to be Louis's great-great-great-grandmother. We get some lame jokes and some lame special effects as they fly through the air just to end up exactly where they were.
I'm going to show you what it was like if you was never born.
Yep, we're doing It's a Wonderful Life. So, one of the few Hanukkah episodes, not just on Disney, but of any channel, and we're parodying one of the most famous Christmas movies of all time.
So they open the door, somehow, despite the fact that they're ghosts in this world and this kid walks right through Louis. This is Curtis, played by Chris Marquette.
Who's that?
Well, you were never born. So your parents went and they had someone else?
Yeah, the whole point of that story is to show how him not being born affects everyone around him. Just having someone replace him kinda defeats the purpose.
So turns out Curtis is a straight A student and master athlete, loved by everyone.
This whole trip is great, you know? Because now I know what it would be like if my family never had me.
No, you know what it would be like if they had someone else. Big difference. He tries talking to Ren because apparently Louis's IQ went down about 50 points this episode, and then we get an elongated joke with the door. And turns out Ren is some kind of punk in this world with the biker boyfriend. Donnie, meanwhile, is a complete wimp with zero athletic abilities.
Everything Curtis does is right, and I'm just a loser.
No, you are not. Look, it says right here on this little trophy, winner, first grade spelling bee. See?
So, you're parodying It's a Wonderful Life. how the hell does Louis not being born create this present? Does him existing make Donnie a better athlete and Ren a better student?
Like, I guess it's hinting that it's Curtis's fault, but he's the youngest. Even if him being a little prick who's good at everything, it would have taken a while for that to show up in his personality. I think Donnie and Ren's personalities and abilities were set before Louis were old enough to make much of a difference. For some reason, Bubby makes Louis visible and they don't freak out that some random kid just appeared in the room.
I'm Louis Stevosaurus, and I'm a foreign exchange student from Pennsylvania.
Well, to be fair, as a Pennsylvanian, I do sometimes feel that other states are completely different countries.
They immediately get along with the kid who appeared out of nowhere saying he's a ghost because they all hate Curtis.
You don't know what it's like being related to somebody who's perfect at everything they do.
Actually, I do.
Wait, is he sad that Donnie and Ren are great at things, or that he's a screw-up?
I do like this lesson, though.
I think you gotta focus on your own good qualities, you know?
That's a good line. So the parents are complete slaves to Curtis as well, but the other two introduce Louis to them anyway. Then this happens.
I have to put this chicken in the oven.
I got it. Oh! Oh!
This just completely causes the whole family to snap as they start laughing and Louis continues playing with the chicken. I guess it's supposed to be because they're all repressed from Curtis, which just kinda makes me sad. It's like watching abuse victims. Curtis sees them and is angry, taking some money for Hanukkah and planting it in Louis's jacket. And when he shows the rest of the family, they immediately turn on him. This whole family is insane. After a Wizard of Oz reference, Louis begs to go back home and, well, he does, as it turns out to all be a dream.
Wait, you guys said that I'm grounded for Hanukkah, remember?
That's okay. We all talked it over. We decided we're not going to let a few broken presents ruin the holiday, right, guys?
Yeah.
So even his normal family has massive mood swings.
Louis, you do a lot of crazy things, but, well, Hanukkah just wouldn't be any fun without you around.
So that was the reason it's a good thing Louis is around? Because he's fun? I mean, this all started because he was an impatient, inconsiderate idiot who destroyed all your stuff, but okay. They light the first candle of the menorah because I guess we should actually have some Hanukkah stuff in this Hanukkah episode. But as they celebrate, Bubby shows back up with all the presents, completely fixed. So I guess all that stuff did happen. What the hell was Louis supposed to learn again, you old bat? But hey, this is an American sitcom, so gotta end with Christmas.
So, how many days till Christmas?
To demonstrate how little I care about this episode, this is a DVD having a bunch of early to mid-2000s Disney Channel holiday episodes, and most of them on here are some of my favorites that I try to watch every year. Heck of a Hanukkah is one I usually skip.
As an Even Stevens episode, it's just kind of unfunny and mean-spirited. As a parody of It's a Wonderful Life, there's not much exploration on how Louis not being born affects the family, and as a Hanukkah episode, it barely focuses on the holiday at all. I'm not Jewish, but I want more Hanukkah and Kwanzaa representation on TV, and this barely gives us anything. It's not paced well, I'm not sure what it was trying to say, and it's just kind of unpleasant. I don't hate this episode, but it's not one I watch every year. But apparently, I'm on the minority on this one. A lot of people seem to really like it, and if you got something out of this, great. But I'll stick with the Halloween episode for my Even Stevens holiday shenanigans.
Well, for my final review of the year, I think we'll do a double feature. See you next time. Bye.